Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 2 of The Sandman. The first episode, dare I say, was a little sleepy. There was a lot that was going on, but it wasn't like action-packed. It was a lot of storytelling and just kind of, it literally was sleepy, like waiting for like 100 years to pass for Dream or slash Morpheus. I don't know really what we're calling him. I was calling him Dream, and then I see like the kind of description for the next episode and it's calling him Morpheus. So I'm going to call him Morpheus for this intro. But we'll find out. Whatever they start calling him more often is probably what I'll be calling him. Also, Animagus, I'm probably going to end up calling Burgess just because I feel like he doesn't really deserve that title. So the last episode, Morpheus was being held by Burgess. He meant to summon death so he could bring his son back from the dead, and instead he gets Dream. And he has another son, Alex, who he doesn't really care that much about, who would pretty much do anything for his father's approval and really wants his father's approval. Really wants just like, I think, his father's love, and nowhere to be found. Alex wants to help his dad keep Dream captive. He does end up killing Dream's Raven, Jessame, which I was rather shocked and saddened about because I thought he was going to finally get to like reunite with a friend. Nope, just gets to see her blown to bits. That was upsetting. But then Alex also ends up killing his father. Kind of accidentally knocks him over, he hits his head. Instead of letting Morpheus go, he keeps him captive. Which I found rather odd. I didn't know if it was kind of like just for power, or if he was just afraid of what he would do. I feel like if he didn't kill Jessame, then maybe he would have probably let him go, but I think he was afraid of what Morpheus would do to him, which wasn't smart because once Morpheus was free, he put Alex into an eternal sleep. With Burgess wanting to bring back his oldest son, he ended up taking Dream's tools, like his ruby, helmet, and sand. I don't know really what two of those are for. I'm guessing the ruby is like a source of power or a power up or like a crystal to look into. I'm not quite sure what any of them are used for. Sand, I would think, would be for sleep, but like, could he just use any sand or does he need specifically his sand? Because it seemed like he was able to just use any old sand. So I'm not sure what's so special about his sand. So Burgess has these items, and Ethel, who really just wants to be with Burgess because of his magic powers, or his magic ability. I don't know if it's a power, but his ability. She ends up getting pregnant with his baby, and she has that baby John, but she takes all of Dream's belongings, money, and also a spell book from Burgess. And she gets the hell out of there because he wants nothing to do with her or the baby, really. He still wants his one perfect son back. You ain't getting him back. Sorry. I'm not even Canadian, and I get accused of it all the time because I say sorry instead of sorry. Whatever. We were also introduced to Corinthians, who is literally a walking nightmare. Morpheus was going to take care of him in the beginning of the episode, and that's when he got summoned by Burgess. And then we see Corinthians later talking to Burgess, telling him how to keep Morpheus captive. And then we also see him again when he realizes that Morpheus has then escaped, and he has taken the eyes out of yet another victim of his. I don't know what happens to them. I don't know if they're dead when he does that. I don't know if he like puts them in an eternal nightmare, but they no longer have eyes. I'm not quite sure what Corinthians does. I'm sure we'll get more in depth about that, but it's terrifying, it's disgusting, and I don't like it. But it's also really cool. And then finally, we see Morpheus return to the dream realm, and he is reunited with Lucian, who was waiting for him, and a lot of the people that were in his realm did not wait. I mean, it was like 100 years. He was gone for a century. Maybe they just needed to go discover things, whatever. He seems a little hurt by that they would leave, but I'm not sure everyone has left. But the realm looks like it has fallen under heavy decay. It is breaking apart. Him being gone and not being part of the dream world has affected not only his realm, but the humans have had eternal sleeps, long sleeps, I'm guessing comas, that there is a sleep sickness that had occurred because he wasn't there to help regulate dreams and nightmares. I don't know if he regulates them or if he creates them. I'm sure that there's a mix of dream and nightmare. I guess Corinthians is kind of necessary. I don't know. I know we're probably going to get more in depth about how all that works. And if we don't, it's okay because I'm buying it. I'm here. I'm here for it. I don't need every little detail explained. But sometimes there's just like questions. I'm like, are we going to know that? I mean, it doesn't make it or break it, but I would like to know. Okay, guys, I'm really excited to get back into this because I think this is where everything starts to kind of ramp up. That first episode, like I said, was a little sleepy. It wasn't action packed. It didn't have like a lot of happenings, but it had a lot of like kind of the story of where Dream's been and what that's caused, and kind of how Corinthians has been able to wreak havoc a little bit. I am ready for him to rebuild his realm, to get his tools back. He's probably going to have to say hi to John, and I don't know who John is, but I'm assuming he's magic, and I'm assuming he's going to have these tools that belong to Dream. Ethel might be dead. I'm not sure. She was older than Alex, and Alex looked like he was pretty freaking old. But again, she had those tools, so I don't know if that helped her kind of live a longer life. But we'll find out. Let's get into it. Oh, cool. All I'm thinking about is like getting a broom and sweeping the floor. You're crunching on all that broken stone and glass.
And yet you remained, while others fled.
Loyalty.
I knew you would return.
Sound loyalty. What you doing, buddy? So I would use a broom. He's gonna do this. Much better than what I would have done. Oh no. Oh no.
You need rest, my lord.
He had 100 years.
No.
He needs his things.
Not without my tools.
Yeah.
Tools? Why, what happened to them?
They were taken from me. I know not where, nor what I am without them.
Mildly strong?
How are you?
This is Ethel.
Giovanni, sono Giorgiane.
Okay, so not Ethel. So is she gonna have some of his tools, or I'm assuming that's what's going on?
Quite the place you got here, Ethel.
Corinthian. Oh, it is Ethel. Ha!
You've done a very good job of convincing people Ethel Cripps doesn't exist.
Hmm.
I'm not exactly people.
Fair point.
I never did anything to him.
Oh, you did though, Ethel. You stole from him.
Well, she stole from Burgess.
I must summon a 3-in-1.
Surely it hasn't come to that.
The fates see past, present, and future, and they know all.
Fates.
They never tell you what you want to know. Only things you should never know.
Well, I don't want that at all. That sounds awful.
My siblings have their own realms to attend to. I have mine.
Tell them what happened to you.
I am quite sure they know what happened to me.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to help.
And not one of them came to my aid.
Yeah. But what if they didn't know?
Is there anything of mine that remains in the dreaming? Something that remains intact?
What does that mean?
There is one thing.
That looks wonderful. Except this dragon looks cutish. Please be a good dragon.
Gregory! Come down from there right now!
Gregory, you're breaking the roof. Aww. I like Gregory.
Good boy, Gregory. Good gargoyle.
Gargoyle, a real one. I love it.
Cain! Abel.
Cain and Abel? Run away.
For the sake of the dreaming, I must take back a gift I gave you long ago.
Anything at all.
Oh no.
Just ask it.
I mean, they seem okay with it. They seem to know what that is. Look at Gregory's little house. Oh my god, this just made me so happy.
I wish there were.
Wait, He's gonna take Gregory?
The answer is no.
I have not come here to ask you.
Oh. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want it to be. They already killed the damn raven. Please don't do anything to Gregory. Oh, hey, buddy.
And Gregory began as a nightmare.
Yes.
Oh.
He's one of us now. It's not fair.
This is gonna make me cry. I feel like I'm gonna cry already. I'm already attached to him.
You're a very good boy.
Really? Oh my god, if you have a dog or a cat, you know what that feels like.
You don't have to do this, you know.
Oh, Jesus. I think I was gonna cry over a gargoyle. Nope. That's a good boy.
You will be missed.
I just met him and I'm gonna miss him. Can he remake him at some point? Can he bring him back? It better be worth it.
We have work to do.
We don't want to make Cain and Abel feel better about you taking their pet, their best good boy.
Simpering suck up.
That was unexpected.
The tools, they won't work for me. They're made of the same stuff I am.
Interesting, good to know.
You want me to kill the King of Dreams?
Yeah, no thanks.
Do it. I know you can. You just have to listen and trust me.
Why would she do
And
that?
I'm afraid we're both dead. Because I don't have them.
Do you think I have forgotten how?
No.
Maybe.
Gregory's sacrifice will not be in vain.
I hope not. That is a creepy reflection. I mean, I like it. Oop!
Since one meets the fates at a crossroads, I find one in the dreams of a Cambodian farmer.
Oh. The show is very visually stunning. I just want to point that out.
He wants something.
You have found me out. I do want something.
I'm sure that's why they get summoned, is because people want something. So what would somebody want with a noose? Like, I get the egg, the serpent, and maybe the crossroads, but what's up with a noose?
I had a leather pouch filled with sand. Where is it?
Get ready for a riddle, right? That's what Lucien said.
Joanna Constantine.
Constantine.
You get one question, one answer.
Not a straight answer. Just any answer.
My helm. What happened to it?
It was traded away to a demon for the amulet of protection.
Your gem was passed from a mother to a son.
So I didn't really get any answers, even though I got some answers. Yeah, what's up with the egg? Was it for Cain and Abel? I don't really know the story of Cain and Abel, but like, does he come back from the dead or something?
You don't listen, do you? Attractive men seldom do. I suppose they don't have to. You asked me where the tools are. I told you I don't have them.
Well, I find that difficult to believe.
It seems like they've gotten around, so she probably doesn't know where they are.
They've certainly kept you from looking your age.
Now who's flirting? My son John took the ruby from me, and then the ruby took John.
Where is it now? Your eyes will tell me everything.
Oh.
Every thought.
I don't need dreams tools. I have my own.
Smart lady. So is he just gone now?
Thanks for burying me in such a shallow grave this time. And
When have I ever apologized for murdering you?
How often has that happened? Is it a new baby gargoyle?
It's a baby gargoyle.
He thinks leaving this creature on my doorstep makes up for Gregory. He's trying to buy us off with a baby gargoyle.
Well, I mean, is it working? It would work on me. Oh, that's hideously ugly and cute at the same time.
I think I'll call him Irving.
Irving? You can't name a gargoyle Irving, you gully guts.
Why not?
I like Irving.
You gonna kill him again?
Gargoyle names always begin with a G.
Girving.
Gladstone.
Mm.
Ganymede.
Mm.
All right then. Girving.
Girving.
It starts with a G.
I was joking, but I love it.
It could be a Goldie. Goldie's.
Why does he keep killing his brother? I'm sure this is part of like the Cain and Abel tale, but like I'm lost. Oh my god, Girving. That's awesome.
Welcome back, Misty.
What's
Thank you, Sam.
what's in there? Is it John?
Hello, Johnny. We do need to talk.
Well, that rarely goes well for either of us. Perhaps I should ask the guard to come in and referee.
Okay. What happened? Oh my god! His little tail is so cute.
Hello, Irving.
Girving?
It's who we are. The first murderer, the first victim.
Okay.
This is our story.
Good to know.
I don't mind getting murdered, honestly. If that's what makes Cain happy, then, hey, what are brothers for, eh? Little brother? Come on, then.
I guess that's a nice younger brother.
He never normally murders me before lunch. He's not much of a morning person, like me. Or you, apparently.
Okay, well, that explains that story.
Take a raven with you.
No more ravens.
Not for
Oh,
you, then for me.
she's worried about you.
If this Constantine is anything like her ancestor, she will serve me well enough. She is only human.
That you know of.
As was Roderick Burgess.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
What the hell? Oh, that's wicked.
Back to the waking world. Turns out I fit right in.
Have you no loyalty to your creator?
Why should I? You can't change him. You can't save him either.
Oh wow, that was a quick episode. Jolie Richardson, that's who that was. David Thewlis, I always say his last name wrong, but that's Professor Lupin, right? Right? I think that's who that is. I knew his voice sounded familiar, but they only showed him from the side. I was waiting for a full face. Okay, so that episode had a lot more in it that it made me happy and sad. I can't believe I cried over a gargoyle. I was so excited when I saw it. Like, he seemed really cute. And Gregory was adorable. Morpheus having to take his power back, I totally get it. I totally understand it. I felt bad for Cain and Abel because they, that was their pet. Like, the way that Gregory was with them is the way, like, your very loving dog and your very loving cat is with you. You know, I totally get it. It was so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. And now we got Girving. I don't know if they call him Irving or Goldie, but the fact that I said Girving and he said Girving, it's Girving. I like mystical creatures. I like stuff like that like is a little out there. Of course, like dragons are cool, like from Lord of the Rings, but like, you know, like I don't think I've ever seen a gargoyle. Like, I don't want to say in real life, but like one that's imagined as the way they should look in a fantasy realm. I'm not quite sure how to say that. But very interesting. Like, I didn't really know the story of Cain and Abel, like even from like the Bible. I'm not a religious person. So I didn't really know much about that. I'm glad that they kind of touched on it a little bit. I don't know if that's going to be relevant in the future or not. It seems that they at least stayed in the realm and that they were loyal to Morpheus, so that's nice. And hopefully, them getting Goldie slash Irving slash Girving is going to make up for a little bit. Poor Gregory, poor sweet Gregory. But then having Corinthians and Ethel meet up, I was very thrown off. I was like, no, like, I guess it's not Ethel. Oh, wait, it is Ethel. Wait, John's dead. No, John's alive. Corinthians, like, I thought was killed by her with her amulet, but I guess not. Like, he just was sent back to the dream world, and then, he wants to be in the waking world. So, like, what an interesting little back and forth they had that, like, essentially he's saying, you're going to help me kill Dream, and, all you have to do is trust me. And she's like, well, I don't trust you, and I'm not going to help you do that. Her being aware that Morpheus is looking for his tools, and the fact that she goes to John and wants to talk to him about the ruby. Now, I don't know why John's in this prison / hospital. I'm guessing it was something that had to do with the ruby. I don't know if it made him mad, if it mad like crazy. I don't know if it broke his brain, or it gave him the ability to break other people or to hurt other people. I'm not quite sure why he's in this state. But I'm sure we'll find out. The fact that now Morpheus is going to go find Constantine or Constantine. I don't like that they're saying Constantine because I want them to say Constantine. Very interesting that he's like, I knew somebody by that name, and like, this person doesn't have any power, but even Lucian like kind of warns him, like, neither did Burgess, but he still had him captive for a century. I keep wanting to say a decade, and I forget that it's more. And Morpheus, I'm still not quite sure like what he thinks is going to happen if he kills Dream, or if Dream dies. Like, then everyone's going to go mad, or he's going to have more power, or he'll kind of run amok more than he already has. Not quite sure what his end game with that is, other than to have absolute freedom and never have to go back to being a nightmare. He's a living nightmare. He is a nightmare. Whether it's in the waking world or the sleeping world, he's a nightmare. And it always, I'm just, now twice, 2 episodes, I just stare at him, and there's like so many things that I'm thinking when I'm looking at him that I can't concentrate. One, his mouth, whatever he's doing with his mouth, but I also think it's his eyes are like the reflection, or like are offshoots of his teeth. But he looks like Azrael from Dogma, played by Timothy Oliphant, but also I don't know. There's just something really unique and interesting about his character. He has my full attention, but he also like makes my head kind of like travel off and think other things. So, interesting character. Morpheus not being able to put the realm back together even slightly without taking things that he had already created before. We know that he needs his tools. He has some power, but not enough power. And I thought it was really interesting that he asks the past, present, and future, the fates, for help, and Lucian even warns him that like they answer in riddles, and they did not tell him much of anything. They did get like one thing that was like kind of exact, and that was the Constantine reference. But that the ruby was passed from mother to son. Where it went from there, we don't know. And the helm, apparently he's got to go to hell, and he's got to go talk to a demon because a demon has the helm. That's going to be interesting. All in all, I like that this kind of like took off a little bit more so than the first episode. Like I said, the first one was really sleepy for me. This one, it really helped that they had like the most adorable gargoyle and then the most adorable baby gargoyle. Like if it's I'm invested. I'm invested. I want more of that. But now I really want to see kind of like Morpheus like regaining his tools, or like going on these journeys to find them. Because I know at some point he's going to have to see Ethel. He's going to have to see John. He's going to be faced with the fact that this is Robert Burgess's child, and what he does with that. Because we saw what he did to the other child. Eternal sleep. Does not sound fun. Okay, guys, the full-length reaction will be available on Patreon. You will need your own copy for a watch-along. But other than that, you can like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's anything I missed or if there's something that I need to know about this episode. No spoilers, please. But other than that, I'll see ya.